Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you out there. My name is Edma and this is the AM Club live on MX24.
And my name is Godwin Namboh. We are almost halfway through the month. It's 13th
already.
of December, Thursday, 2022, and you are welcome, like Edma said, to your favorite morning show in the capital. This is the AM Club live on MX24 and coming to you from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon.
Yes, guys, this is the AM Club where we are home to loads of fun, fearless and factual content. And for the next 2 hours, we'll be keeping you entertained, inspired, and of course, informed.
Look out for Coffee Daily, which is our very first segment of the show. We are recapping the top most trending stories in the world in the last 24 hours, including the fact that the referee that officiated the Mali-Tunisia match was just messing up and doing his own stuff.
Do you know what? I was listening to a morning show today, and the person said, what if he had to run to the loo and do a number 2? So it was like, you know, I can't. I need to go. But even in that situation, apparently there's a referee that can basically
well, the match. And there's a professional referee, someone who has refereed the World Cup, has done all the big tournaments. So it's very.
I don't know what happened. I mean, let's wait and see why it happened. I know that CAF is launching an investigation into the match as well. But anyways, guys, it's Healthy Thursday today, and in commemoration of Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, a medical doctor will be educating us on cervical cancer. You definitely don't want to miss this Lifestyle Daily.
Also, today being Thursday, our hashtag is Throwback Thursday, and I'm super excited about this one. Veteran actor, the Ghana man himself, David Donto, will be our guest. You don't want to miss out.
We're going to play a little game
with him.
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited, and it's a competition, by the way. So I'm just letting you know.
Oh,
it's a game.
Both doing
yes, it's yeah.
Okay.
It's a competition.
I didn't know we were both doing it.
Of course you didn't. Where were you? Where were you? Okay, anyways, guys, get ready to be entertained on the plug because the founder of the Jamestown Boys dance group will be performing. Guys, if you've seen his video on social media, you really do not want to miss this one because it's going to be entertaining.
You're always welcome to be a part of the AM Club. Please do send us a message online using the hashtag the AM Club on all our social media handles at MX24GH. And don't also forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at MX24GH.
You can also send your comments and reactions to the stories on the show that we cover right here via our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511. The number is showing on your TV screens right now, so do send in all your reactions, voice notes, videos to the stories that we cover.
Absolutely, and of course our Goodness Moment segment of the show is still on. You know what you're going to do? You can nominate any individual or group who just achieved something or is doing something amazing for themselves and the society. All you have to do is to reach us via our WhatsApp line 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511, which is on your screen right now. Send your name or names, contacts, and why you think they should be acknowledged on Malta Guinness Goodness Moment on the AM Club.
Do you know what? I'm going to send myself. So I can win that box of goodies. You know, I'm going to send myself there. But guys, it's now time for, you already know, hashtag my daily dose of him. Tell us what keeps you inspired, what keeps you motivated, New Year resolutions, you know, what you have planned ahead of this new year 2022. Send it to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511 and we will air it right here on the AM Club.
And in the spirit of Throwback Thursday, my producer did this one. Enjoy Bring It On, Bring It On, Can You Need It On by P Square featuring Dave Scott, released in 2015. What's up?
First. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and that was P Square featuring Dave Scott with Bring It On. And this is still the AM Club live on MX24, where we are, of course, home to fun, fearless and factual content. And as you already know, it's time for me to read some of your daily dose of Vim. Hashtag my daily dose of Vim. Continue to send them to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511. Let me read the first one. So this person says, good morning, Edma. My name is Rick Cross. My motivation song of the year is Shatawale Like Jesus. We'll make sure to play that for you tomorrow. This person said, hope is the power that gives a person the confidence to step out and try again. My name is Glory. Shout out to you all. Well, Glory, big up yourself. And I like your name, Glory. And this person said, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. My daily dose of Vim is, it is during our darkest moments that we find, or we must focus to the light. I'm Razak, watching you live inside Bechem Zongo. Hashtag the AM Club, always giving us the best. This person says, oh, let me get it for you. Good morning. I really love you guys, and we love you too. Okay. And let me continue reading some daily dose. I think this person said, the rule is simple. Just be happy at every situation you find yourself in. And this is by hashtag the AM Club, hashtag EKQ Prime. Yours truly. Every single morning he's basically on standby to send in his daily dose of Vim, and we appreciate you for that. This person said, good morning, Edma, with loads of sunshine emoji. I really like your dress. Thank you. It's kente. I'm matching kente and some ordinary material. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's bad. They do. Big up yourself. You look like a queen in that dress. Mwah, thank you. My daily dose of him is that you don't have to be great to get started. You have to start to be great. Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. I really like that. Good morning, Ohima. My quote for today is, and it's a long one, people are always going to follow nonsensical issues and ignore sensible matters. This shouldn't change you to also follow sheeplessly and copy blindly. Be among the few that stands out in the multitude. And I really agree. And this is by Frank Dusted in Asante Mampo. Well, guys, thank you very much for sending in your daily dose of Vim. Do that every single morning, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. 10 a.m., not 10 p.m., gosh. And I'll be here to read it on the AM Club. But it's now time for us to deep dive into the world of Coffee Daily, where we recap the biggest trending stories in the last 24 hours. And Godwin is standing by with the very first story. Godwin?
Yes, ma'am. Let's go with our very first story for this morning. A police officer who was seen in a viral video purportedly drunk has been interdicted by the service. The footage shows the policeman swaying unsteadily in his uniform on the streets of Cape Coast. Now, the Ghana Police Service in a statement indicated that his interdiction is to make way for a thorough investigation into his actions. The service also added that the officer will be made to undergo psychological evaluation, but the necessary help offered were critical. The communique further noted that a said officer's suitability or otherwise to remain in the service will be based on the outcome of investigations and the recommendation of the Police Medical Board. And social media, of course, has been reacting. Let me read some tweets to you.
Yeah. Do you know what? Sometimes, I know that they go through, I don't know the exact processes of, being in the Ghana Police Service, but I know for a fact that they go through psychological examination. I hope they do, because if they do not, it's going to be a bit worrying. And I wish that, do you know what, Ghana policemen can actually go through psychological examination maybe every single 6 months of the year, just to, check their mental state, because, I mean, they go through a lot being in that sector.
Processes. I think we spoke with one of the, this is the PRO of the police service some time ago, and she did mention that there are psychological provisions for police officers.
Yeah.
They're supposed to come in for treatment and, conversations every now and then. But before they are even admitted into the police service, they undergo some of these.
Yeah, I mean, you have
medicals,
yeah.
and it's part of it.
Yeah.
But just like every other person, policemen are human beings as well. So he could be going through his own problems at home with family. It might not even have to do with the police service. But
the fact that he's a police officer, he needs to eventually use the facilities that are available to him to better himself. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, can we check out some tweets by some of the social media? Well, we don't have tweets at this moment. So
yeah.
Move on.
Let's move on to the next story. And concerned Ghanaian doctors have petitioned President Nana Akufo-Addo to rescind the decision to make COVID-19 vaccination mandatory. The group argues that there are many unanswered questions in terms of the efficiency, necessity, and safety of the COVID-19 vaccine. It therefore does not see the need for the government to make vaccination mandatory. However, the Ghana Medical Association has dissociated itself from the group of doctors kicking against mandatory COVID-19 vaccination. In a statement, the GMA said the stance of the doctors was misleading, flawed, and based on skewed data. GMA noted that the data available to themselves supports the efficiency and safety of all the COVID-19 vaccination. And I mean, COVID-19 vaccination has been a talk of international towns because I was reading on Bloomberg as well how basically the European regulators also came out to say that the more you use boosters or COVID-19 boosters, the weaker or the less efficient your immune system is. And I mean, it's normal. I mean, the more, even in normal terms, the more medication you use, it weakens your immune system, because your body is not able to fight whatever disease or illness it's going through when it comes to the antibodies that we have. And it just makes sense. I mean, how many boosters do you want somebody to take? Which, of course, is going to
that's what some
decrease your immune system or affect your immune system.
We can't depend on boosters for the rest of our lives.
Thank you.
Unless that's what you want to do. And that is why people are accusing Big Pharma of being behind this whole thing. like these doctors are saying, so these are equally doctors who are trained, who are professionals, and they're saying that from our point of view and looking at the data, we don't think mandatory vaccination is important now. But
and I mean, the reasons that they stated make sense. They don't think that is efficient enough, is necessary, and it's safe enough. And, you know, the efficiency side is what I'm concerned about, because it hasn't done anything. Yes, I know too many people who have gotten vaccinated, also taken the boosters, and still not even spreading it, still testing positive for COVID-19.
And they are likely to spread it as well. So
at the end of the day, what is the point? And I think that is the argument around the world. What is the point of, you know, making it mandatory? But I know for a fact that the Ghana Health Service also came out to say that they are not making it mandatory. They're not forcing it on the Ghanaian citizens. Basically, what they're saying is that if you want to go to the Ministry of Health, by the way, for example, you don't have to go, but if you want to go, you have to get yourself vaccinated. If you want to go to or enter a bus that
was it not recently that some government institutions were making it mandatory for
that's basically what he's saying. He's saying that it's not mandatory. They're not forcing people to do it. However, if you want to go to certain places, then you have to be fully vaccinated.
Then it's mandatory.
So they're saying that if you don't want to go to the beach, if you don't want to go to the restaurant, then don't get yourself vaccinated. But the moment you want to go to these places, you have to get yourself fully vaccinated. So to them, that is not mandatory, but it is what it is. Get yourself vaccinated.
Being plain smart, and we are not fools. Anyways, let's move on, guys. The Ghana Water Company Limited has assured consumers that it is working to address the erratic water supply experience in some parts of the country. In a statement signed by the company's head of public relations and communications, they acknowledged the complaints from consumers, especially in the Greater Accra, Ashanti, Central, Western and the Northern regions. The company attributed the shortage to the impact of the dry season and emphasized that they will do everything possible to resolve the situation. Dry season. Okay.
Anyways, let's move on to some worrying story that I heard this morning. I was just taken aback by it. But the National Ambulance Service has refuted claims that the request for fuel money for an ambulance led to the death of a woman in need of medical attention following the delivery of her baby. So the deceased, Augustina Awuche, allegedly lost her life last week due to a delay in the movement of an ambulance from the Fiji to Accra for further treatment. So the husband of the deceased claimed that the delay was occasioned by his inability to pay an amount of 600 Ghana cedis being demanded as cost of fuel for the ambulance. However, the ambulance service said the delay was because they had left the woman's baby behind and had to go back to pick up the day-old baby. I don't understand that bit. But the service also explained that the need for the money was because of the unexpected distance the ambulance would have to cover.
And this is not the first time people have complained that they have to pay for fuel before ambulances move. No one had a conversation with the ambulance service and they refuted these claims, but people are complaining that these are what the ambulance drivers are doing, and they provided these ambulances to help citizens.
Exactly.
Guys.
But the Ghana Ambulance Service this morning in an interview that I was listening to also came out to say that basically they're not demanding people to basically pay for fuel. The thing is that sometimes the allowances located to them by the government don't arrive on time, so they fall short in making sure that they have fuel for the trucks or the ambulances and all of that. So now they are asking citizens to help, to give a helping hand.
So for citizens who cannot help at a moment like this.
That's exactly what
when it's life or death.
Exactly. That's exactly what I say. So in a situation where most of the citizens cannot afford the fuel or any other demands that they are asking, what happens to them? Do they die like this situation? And that excuse of leaving a day-old baby behind and having to go back and get the baby, I don't understand that bit as well. How do you leave a baby that just been delivered behind? Anyways, let's read some of the tweets.
God, this country. On Twitter, at Kojo Dynamic, or at Anan Perry, rather I should say, said, with Minta Akando, the health minister, Ajiman Sputnik V Menu will be dealt. How will government ambulance demand for fuel money from a dying patient on transfer? The woman is dead now. Okay. A few more tweets. This one says, at Bright Safum says, Baisafum says, we live in a country where government spokespersons and children of politicians are allocated fuel, but the citizens must pay to fuel an ambulance to be able to get a hospital. We, as a people, are not angry enough. Moving on, Hassan Creatine says, I swear, and then I am a health worker. The ambulance service charges full money for their service, at least 200 cedis. I have done series of referrals. They requested money before they even come. Health Minister at CAS 13D says, as a country, we lacked ambulance services. Government now says it has provided ambulance. Granted, now one finds himself or herself in an emergency, calls for an ambulance service, and he or she is told there is no fuel in the ambulance. Did we go or did we come? An answer by. Good question, my brother. At Ahmed MU, blah, 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 says, it's a common practice with the ambulance service. You are to pay for the fuel, they always say. They always go after callers to take that money. So why don't you tell us this so that we prepare ourselves, knowing very well that it is a thing. So when I call an ambulance service, I know I'm supposed to pay. Let's make this a policy. Let's understand this.
No, let's not make this a policy. Let the Ghana Health Service or the Ghana ambulance, the National Ambulance Service come out and say plain that, you know what, citizens are not meant to pay fuel for ambulance. Hold any driver accountable for asking for fuel money if you need an ambulance. Point blank. So now we know that if a driver or somebody or a pediatric, what are they called? The people who are in the ambulance. It starts with a P.
The first aid people, I don't know.
Yes, the first aid people. If they can, I actually really want to find the name now. Parametric. Anyways, but yeah, so you know they need to I really want to find the word. They are called something, but anyways, so do you know what? Let them come out instead of, you know, coming out and saying no, they don't act, they don't ask. Come out and say, listen, hold every single driver accountable for asking for fuel.
They're coming out to say it's not a problem because people have made complaints to the ambulance service that this is what your people do.
And every single complaint, they come out and say, oh no, you know,
so when they
we
come
have
out and say
refuted claims. They are refuting the claims that, you know, they have to pay
fuel. They should let us know we have to pay so that when we know that we have to pay, we will pay our thing.
We are not going to pay for ambulance.
Because this one,
come on, we are not going to do that because not every single, like the normal majority Ghanaian citizen will not be able to pay 200 Ghana cedis because a relative is ill or because they are ill and they need medical care.
Let's move on.
Anyways, let's move on, guys.
Anyways, on to some sports stories now, shall we? Now, Zimbabwean referee Gianni Sikazwe has come under fire after a series of shocking decisions in the AFCON Group F match between Mali and Tunisia at the Stade Municipal de Limbe in Cameroon. Sikazwe overruled VAR to stick to his decision to issue a red card to Mali's El Bilal Touré, ending the match in the 86th minute, resuming and again ending in the 89th minute. 20 minutes, let me get this right, 20 minutes later, after Mali manager Mohamed Magasuba's post-match press conference had started, tournament organizers ordered the game to be played to a conclusion. However, in a more partial scenes, Tunisia's players did not return to the field and Mali were declared winners of that game, indeed. And, I mean, you know, social media has been talking about this. It's crazy.
It was a crazy game yesterday. Was it because maybe his watch was not functioning properly? It could be. You know how they look at their watch a lot to check the time. Maybe there was a mistake with the setting of the watch. I'm trying to find an excuse for him.
Could be.
You know, but then, anyways, hasn't he got like a top back? Like,
I mean, he communicates with
exactly
other people, so
to communicate with him and tell
we don't understand what happened on the pitch yesterday. Anyways. But in round one results in Group F match, Tunisia lost to Mali 1-0 in that game, that controversial game, and Mauritania also lost to the Gambia, first time as Gambia, 1-0. Equatorial Guinea also lost to Ivory Coast 1-0 in the Group E game. Now in round two, Cameroon will be taking on Ethiopia in Group A, as well as Cape Verde facing Burkina Faso in Group A. Now away from the AFCON, Real Madrid are through to the Spanish Super Cup final after beating rivals Barcelona in extra time. In a thrilling El Clasico clash, Real took the lead 3 times, with Barca coming back twice before Valverde eventually made it 3-2. Now, are we going to show them? Yes.
New music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists.
On suspicion of raping a teenager, police officers were called shortly before 11 a.m. on Sunday, January 9, to report of a sexual assault. A 41-year-old woman has also been arrested on suspicion of administering a substance with intent to cause a sexual offense. Both suspects have been released on bail as inquiries continue. And guys, that's it for sports. For more sports news, please log on to mx24online.com/sports.
And before I quickly do some tech news, let's move on to, actually no, this is some international news. So Nigeria has lifted its ban on Twitter 7 months after clamping down on the social networking site. Last June, the Nigerian government suspended Twitter's operations in the country after the company deleted a tweet by President Muhammadu Buhari about punishing regional secessionists. Thank you. It accused the American social media giant of allowing its platform to be used for activities that are capable of undermining Nigeria's corporate existence. The decision to lift the suspension was made after Twitter agreed to meet all conditions set by the Nigerian government. Those conditions include managing prohibited publication in line with Nigerian law and addressing issues of operations and tax. It was about time. It was really about time. And there you have it, guys. Let's now deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz. And I think I'm going to do it today again. Goodbye. I'm holding the fort for you. Anyway, stay with us. We'll be right back. live right here on the AM Club with MX Brace, where we bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana and around the world. How was that? How was that? How was that?
You're a character. You.
I tried. But guys, welcome. This is still the AM Club live on MX24, and this is the MX Breaks, and I'm holding the fort for Kavoy B. I'm sure you miss him. I miss him too. But let me start with a very first story. The enjoyment minister himself, D Black, celebrated his 35th birthday yesterday in grand style. He, to give himself a treat, the rapper and businessman decided to buy a car for himself. He is currently the owner of a brand new Mercedes-Benz S550. He also gifted the mother of his kid a brand new Range Rover as part of his birthday celebrations. In a post on social media, he thanked God for life and the blessings he continues to enjoy. Congratulations to him and belated happy birthday, because it was yesterday.
So you can buy Range Rover for your baby's mother.
I know, right? That was a great, the fact that he wasn't just thinking about himself, and, he was like, let me spoil the mother of my children.
And the fact that it wasn't the woman's birthday, his birthday, and still bought. Yeah,
exactly.
He's a real one. What do you say?
He's a real one. He's a real one. That's amazing.
D Black, big up yourself.
Okay, but now let's move on to Nigeria. And Nigeria's CK's global smash hit Love Wantinti has been certified gold in the USA. Wow. The song has pulled up to 500,000 unit sales in the United States, thereby earning it a gold certification from the Recording Industry Association of America. Woohoo! This comes after the record was certified gold in the UK and France. In 2020, the record shot up the charts across the world, eventually making CK Africa's biggest artist on Spotify. CK, big up yourself. And I think TikTok even did like a little documentary about him, about people using his song over 1 billion times on TikTok.
Wait, what song is it?
It was, I think TikTok made it. TikTok definitely made it, because it was all about TikTok. And like I said, TikTok actually made like a little video about him, like a profiling video about him and the song, because it has reached over 1 billion. People have used it 1 billion times. And it was just amazing that an African artist can
Nigeria to the world, or Africa to the world.
I know, Africa to the world. Listen, it's Afrobeat, Africa to the world. And that song was featuring Kwame Eugene as well.
Oh yeah,
Kwame Eugene is in it, yeah. So basically, it's a big win. That means Kwame Eugene has also
contributed.
And he's also going to get a certificate, or that plaque thing that they give them. He's also going to give them. Yeah. So anyways, CK, what do we say to you? Big up yourself. Okay, now artist and former Las Vegas basketball star Dylan Gonzalez has come forward claiming that Trey Songz raped her and caused her unbearable PTSD. I wish you guys could see Godwin. But she also hired an attorney to represent her in a potential case against the singer. Trey Songz has denied the accusations. A representative from his team stated that they are confident in the legal process and that there will be an abundance of exonerating information to come over the next few weeks. Godwin, I know you have a lot of things to say about this.
Look. This thing is so sensitive. These kind of stories are so sensitive. And I mean, it's been ongoing for some time now. The Me Too movement. Right now, you don't really know. Because I feel like it's always the person's word against, it's always the accused, or it's always the victim's word against the accused.
Not all the time.
Well, because truly, if you don't have proof, then it's really your words against. Because I can't have something with you in our secret place, and then you come out and say, maybe years later, that I raped you. Really, if you can't prove that I did that, we can't always support you and say, yeah, maybe you raped her. If you didn't rape her, why would she come out to say that? So it really, and it could be that he's guilty. It could also be that he's not guilty. I just find this thing so sensitive.
I guess, yes, it's a sensitive situation. It's a sensitive case. I mean, any really court case that has to do with rape is always very sensitive to deal with, especially because it's like one person's word against the other person's word, and people might define it in different ways as well, especially if one would say that it was a mutual agreement for two adults to basically have sexual intercourse. But anyways, guys, we're going to talk more about this later. But apparently, I need to give like a French word instead of like a patois word. Okay. So I don't know what I'm going. What can I say? What should I say?
French lessons.
Word.
Levu. Are you ready? Let's take
French
a pen.
word. French word.
Tableau noir.
Okay, let me just say this. Je suis content d'être ici.
Say again.
Je suis content d'être ici. But because I'm a female, I'll say contente. Je suis contente d'être ici. And you will say, je suis content d'être ici.
I'm happy for today. I'm happy to be here.
Hey! Well done, Godwin!
No, see, I had B2 in French. Was it A1 or B2? One of them.
A1, I'll give you A1 for this, I'll give you A1, but well done, yes, I am happy to be here, that's it.
Je suis content
d'être ici.
Yes!
Anyways, guys, that's about it for Coffee Daily, and up next is Lifestyle Daily, and we'll be discussing treating and preventing cervical cancer.
Presenting.
I know, right? Preventing, guys, not presenting. Preventing cervical cancer. Yeah.
But in the meantime, here's another throwback. Let me take you back to 2010, that's 12 years ago, when our charming Kwame's brothers released Simple, My Baby, Simple. Enjoy.
Make her the feeling. You know the name, right? You know the name. One life entertainment. Hey baby, you the baby too much. It's smart, make I see your dimple. Pretty girl, I'm loving your touch. Hey bad girl, spring you know the bingo. I never ever say you bye bye. Never ever leave you single. Hey, anytime I did by your side, you make me feel so simple. Simple, my baby, simple. You make me simple. Everything right, smart, make I see your dimple. Simple, my baby, simple. You make me simple. It's the K, it's the K, to the U-N-T-S. Senator, the lumpas, the sunny, the and the D-N. Change you within, and I'm afraid with sweet girl. Nim the Edma, me, my jammy pretty girl. Sick of you, you where you did make my heart beat well. Oh, no, when it comes to Sammy Teddy Bear. No, Pessica, Sam.
Hear the best new music first.
Slow down.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Slow down.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Slow down.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Slow down.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Slow down.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24.
Stop. If you fall, baby, nothing so. Do nothing so. Or Domingo. Baby, you the baby too much. It's smart, make I see your dingo. Pretty good, I'm loving your touch. If my girls bring another dingo. I never ever say you bye bye. Never ever leave you single. Anytime I live by your side, you make me feel so simple. Simple, my baby, simple. You make me simple. If you feel right, smart, make I see your dingo. Simple, my baby, simple. You make me simple. If you feel right, smart, make I see your dingo. She treats me just like mommy. Qualified to spend my money. She makes me simple. Every day she did my body. My friends they call me police, but I just tell them please. She makes me simple. You know the name, right? Now I'm a champion, the move and do. Practice. By the way she dey walk, yeah. By the way she dey talk, he dey make her feel, and the feel was simple. One mic entertainment.
It's finally here, Africa's biggest football bonanza, the African Cup of Nations, from Sunday, January 9th.
Brilliant strike! What an inspired substitution!
The 2014 tournament is set to bring together a host of star players from Europe, South America, Asia, and Africa.
Through the goalkeeper and into the net. A thunderous hit from Thomas Partey.
Will Algeria defend their 2019 title, or will there be a new winner?
Join us right here on MX24 TV as we bring you all 52 games live on this channel.
It's gonna be fun. You don't want to miss out.
And welcome back to the AM Club live on MX24 TV, where we are in East Legon. It's time for our second segment, Lifestyle Daily, and today we'll be having a conversation on cervical, or some people say cervical cancer among women. Now, cervical cancer is the third most common cancer that affects women worldwide and kills nearly 300,000 women annually. And a total of 2,797 women were diagnosed with cervical cancer in Ghana last year. It has been and remains the leading cause of cancer mortality among women in Ghana. Now, despite the fact that cervical cancer is preventable through early detection and treatment, evidence from gynecological clinics in Ghana indicates that most women find out about it during the later stages of the disease. Today's conversation will shed more light on what cervical cancer is and what can be done to prevent it. Edma.
Thank you very much, Godwin, for that. But before we get into the conversation, you already know you're a major part of it. So do send in your experience when it comes to cervical cancer. And let us know if you know anything about cervical cancer as well. And if you know anybody or if you have been diagnosed with it. So we can try and answer as many questions as we can. Send it to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511 or just tweet at us at MX24 with the hashtag #DAMClub. But joining me on this conversation, we have Dr. Bismarck Edu Apia, who is a medical doctor at KNUST University Hospital. He is also the co-director of Mitra Foundation, a community development and preventive health NGO, and also the CEO of Mitra Ventures. Dr. Bismarck, it's great to have you here finally.
Thank you very much.
You're absolutely welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. So today we're going to have a conversation about cervical cancer. I mean, January is usually Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, just as we have October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But it's not really out there as much as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know, people don't make as much noise about it as they would do for breast cancer. But it's also a disease that kills women worldwide and is a third cancer, that kills women worldwide. So one would ask, you know, why are we not making enough noise about it? Why are we not teaching people, creating enough awareness around the cancer? So today, that's what we want to do here on the AM Club. And by the way, you're officially an AM Club member.
Oh,
yes,
you.
It comes with a lot of privileges. I'll take your email later after the show.
Thank you.
Okay, you're absolutely welcome. So welcome on the show once again. And my first question to you is, what exactly is cervical cancer?
Thank you. So cancer probably I should define cancer first before I define cervical cancer.
Yeah.
So when you talk about
speak
cancer,
up a bit.
when you talk about cancer, you are talking about abnormal growth of cells.
Yeah.
So you have your normal body cells, but when you have cancer, they grow abnormally and then they grow uncontrollably. So with cervical cancer, it's when you have the cells of the cervix, which is the parts between the uterus and the vagina, and then they grow uncontrollably and then abnormally. So that is how you can define cervical cancer. And then if you don't take care of it, it can go to other parts of the body and then cause a lot of havoc.
Okay, so you just mentioned what causes it, which is the abnormal growth of basically cells, like any other cancer out there. So now, apart from HPV, which the P I can't pronounce because that word is too scientific for me. So, you know, apart from HPV, what are the other factors that increases the risk of cervical cancer?
Okay, so a lot of research has been done over the years, and then we've seen direct links between some strains of HPV and then cervical cancer. But there are also some other things in play, because we found out that there are some people who still get HPV, but they do not get the cancer.
Okay.
So some of the things that are involved could be if you are immunosuppressed, if your immunity is very down, or it could depend on your risk behavior, how many times you are exposed to the HPV. And then it could also be genetics. But the direct link to cervical cancer is actually just HPV.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I actually want to get the term HPV. I can't pronounce it. So it's human papillomavirus. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you
Which
did.
is basically a common sexually transmitted infection, STI, and this is a definition in the United States, and there are vaccinations for it as well. So basically, would you say that people who usually get HPV are more prone to basically get cervical cancer?
Exactly, yeah. So usually you need to get HPV, and then the HPV would start a whole process for your cells to start behaving abnormally.
Okay.
There are a group of people who get HPV and then their body clears it. And then there are other groups who get HPV and then the whole cascade starts. So that's why we talked about other things that are at play. If you are immunosuppressed, or maybe if you are genetically predisposed, or if you are infected with HPV multiple times from multiple people, then you may go in a direction where it can let your cells start to behave abnormally.
Okay.
Exactly. So what you can do is, just by this explanation, you see that there are ways we can tackle cervical cancer, and there are ways we can help you not to get cervical cancer.
Okay, so now let's talk about these ways. I mean, I'm sure safe sex is basically one of them. You know, protect yourself, guys. So let's talk about how to prevent one from getting HPV. Let's start from there.
So HPV, as many people know by now, is a sexually transmitted infection.
Yeah.
So you can tackle it from many different angles. First, you can do primary prevention. Primary prevention mostly deals with vaccines.
Okay.
So you can decide to prep your body to have immunity for HPV, such that when your body sees it, it can fight it. I think this is very easy because COVID has come and we are talking about vaccines, right? Yeah. So primary prevention has to deal with vaccines. And so we target people who have not really been exposed to HPV, and then we give them a vaccine. That is primary prevention.
Okay.
Another way is you can also protect yourself during sexual intercourse to make sure that you cannot catch it.
Yeah.
But the catch is that every one of us would have sexual intercourse, maybe. Okay, so it means that everybody is prone to it.
Yeah.
So there are other ways of doing that. So there are other ways of screening yourself and then trying to catch it early and then work on it. Yeah.
Okay. And now when it comes to the HPV vaccine, at what age must one take it? Is it something that you can take at birth, or maybe you have to be a certain age before you can take it?
So there are a lot of guidelines.
Okay.
And then unfortunately our country doesn't have a policy yet. But there are guidelines from WHO we use. And then other countries have had policies for vaccinations. So usually you can target people before they have sexual intercourse. So in the US, for instance, right from the age of 9, students can start the HPV vaccination program. So you can vaccinate people from 9 to 14 with a special vaccination policy. And then also people from 15 to 21, you can vaccinate them. And then even after 21, there are even ways to vaccinate people. If you do an HPV DNA test and they don't have any exposure to HPV, you can do a vaccination. Yeah, so the age is targeted from, let's say, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the target is people who have probably not had sexual intercourse or have not been exposed to HPV. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fantastic. So now, when it comes to the symptoms of cervical cancer, can you mention some of them? Is there a way of people actually having it without them knowing that they have it?
Exactly. I loved that you gave some statistics that we have about 2,700, more than that, people who are getting cervical cancer every year. And then out of that, we have more than 60% mortality.
Wow.
And then the reason is that the way HPV and cervical cancer are related, you may not see symptoms in the early stages because it can take up to 15, 20, 30 years before the whole thing that starts develop into a full-blown cancer. And during that time, you may not see symptoms. And then when you start seeing symptoms, these symptoms could be abnormal bleeding from your vagina. It could also be bleeding when it's not your time to bleed. I mean, during menstruation.
Yes.
It could also be pain during sex, or maybe bleeding during sex. Some few people also have some copious vaginal discharge, which is not bloody as well, or maybe some pain during sex. These things, when you find them most of the time, they are late.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So now, like every single cancer, there are stages. Are there stages for cervical cancer as well?
There are a lot of stages, and then the good news is that with a very good screening program, we can catch the disease at a good stage, and then every stage has different management ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about screening, because I know in the UK, for example, with the NHS, when you're 25 years old, that's when you get your very first screening. They will literally bombard you with letters. Seriously, they did that for me. They bombarded me with letters until I went to my nearest GP and I basically got myself screened. So let's talk about screening and how important it is for screening, and if we have any facilities as such in Ghana for women to go and get themselves screened.
Yes. So, as I said earlier, we don't have policies yet. I think the government is working on them. But the good thing is that every reproductive unit in every major hospital provides these services in Ghana. So, there are a lot of school of thoughts and there are a lot of policies. But from WHO, right from the age of 21, you can start screening for cervical cancer, and you can do the screening every 2 to 3 years. And then also, once you are 30 as well, and then you haven't done it, you can also start screening. If you are 30 and then you are not immunocompromised, you can start screening, and then you actually have to screen at least every 2 to 3 years. If you are immunocompromised, if you have any infection, or if you have another cancer, or you're dealing with something, then you can start the screening even earlier. People start around 25. But right from 21, you are eligible to start. Yes.
Screening.
And then there are many different screening methods. Yes. And you can go to any health provider. There are even private facilities in Ghana that do screening. It's just the information has to go out there for people to know.
Yeah. So now, is it free? Is it free for you to get yourself screened for cervical cancer? Because I really believe that it should be. But I don't know the policies here in Ghana. But is it free? If it's not free, then how much must one pay to get themselves screened?
So currently, it's not free. I think the government is probably working on it because...
We hope so. We hope so. No, but then, you know, sometimes we need to look at the statistics and what is killing somebody or a group of people. So, I mean, for men, last time we had a conversation on prostate cancer, for example. And for women, we have breast cancer, we have cervical cancer. So these things should be priority to the state in terms of making sure that their citizens are okay. So every time when I'm trying to create awareness for something, you know, I don't wish or hope that the government eventually works on it. They must work on it. It's something that must be made free for every teenage girl or every young woman from the age of 21 to basically have access to go and get themselves screened for free, especially if, you know, they have not been vaccinated for HPV. So in terms of that, I guess it's not free.
So it's not free. currently, I know Ghana is buying into the 2030 agenda for cervical cancer, which is trying to screen about 90% of eligible people by 2030.
Okay.
Even though we've not seen so much done yet, but that is the plan that we are buying into.
Okay.
So it is not free. It is also a bit capital intensive.
Wow.
But there are two ways you can get screened. There is the pap smear.
Yeah.
And then there is just one we call the visual inspection with acetic acid. The pap smear, I think, costs around 150 cedis. It may vary a bit depending on where you go.
Okay.
And then the visual inspection by acetic acid, it's a little bit more cheaper. It could be 40 cedis, 50 or 30, depending on where you go.
Okay.
And then these screening will give you a lot of good information about what you have and then your next approach.
Okay.
So I think, I mean, it's capital intensive though, but I think this platform should tell people that they should really go out there because the numbers are not great.
Yes, absolutely. And now talking about numbers, let me get into some statistics. So in 2020, an experiment was conducted to check the cervical cancer screening practices among women in Ghana. And out of 2,711 women aged 18 or older, 225, 8.3% had a pelvic examination, and only 66 out of the 2,711, which is 2.4% of them reported of ever having done a pap smear test. So for those who had had pelvic examination, only 26.94% had pap smear tests. So now when it comes to the numbers, why do you think it's so low? Especially, let's just use Ghana as an example. So why do you think testing for cervical screening is so low here in Ghana amongst women?
Already, preventive medicine takes a lot of initiative.
Yeah.
Even though that is the way every country should go.
Yeah.
So firstly, that's why this platform is very good.
Yeah.
Imagine if all these platforms in our country can do this.
Yeah.
Then many people would get information.
Absolutely.
So information is mainly what is lacking. And then sometimes too, you may not have someone who has experienced cervical cancer, or you may not have someone who has a palpable disease for you to feel. So you cannot really identify yourself with the need to do so. So the main reason is also because there is no data most of the time. The data is very scarce. And then the lack of a national policy. Because sometimes with preventive medicine, it has to be a big program. But the thing is, the good news is there are many people who can afford to get screened, just that they probably don't know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is why January should be a big month for cervical cancer.
Yes, absolutely. And I totally agree with you. And in terms of then not knowing what to do, is it because of the lack of awareness or the lack of education on the subject?
That is very true, because in some countries, it is part of the curriculum.
Yes, yeah.
Right from basic school, you learn about all these preventable cancers. Sorry, but the thing is, any preventable cancer is golden. Because cancer is not a good thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the approach has to be better. It should be out there for everybody, every eligible person. Even young boys need to be vaccinated. Young boys need to know this, because it's a sexually transmitted disease, and they should know that they have a big role to play. So it's just the awareness, lack of education, and then lack of, let's say, a more focused policy.
Okay, so now let's talk about the people who eventually might have, you know, gone through screening and it has come out that, you know, they do have cervical cancer. What are some of the treatments that they can start treating themselves with? Or maybe if they have to change their lifestyle or something like that, what are the treatments available for them here in Ghana?
Exactly. So the first thing I would like to say is, you don't need to be promiscuous to be a high risk, because you can acquire HPV from just maybe one encounter, and then you may have other factors that will let you get cervical cancer. And then the screening process is also not painful. And then the fact that, let's say, a pap smear will come out positive doesn't even mean you have cervical cancer. It means that we have to investigate further. Okay, so if someone gets positive, and then we investigate further, and then the person has cervical cancer, depending on the stage they have, we have treatments. It could be treated surgically, it could be treated with radiation. The good news is we have all these therapies in Ghana. The only sad news is that we pick them very late. So sometimes you pick them and the cancer has already gone to other parts of the body. Yes. So there are treatment modalities. So just don't be so scared to go get tested.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's also like, you know, the fear of the unknown, you know, going to hospital and finding out there's something wrong with you. It always scares people. But then when it comes to that, I mean, yes, we can't take away the fear of, you know, finding out that you're ill. I mean, even when it's just malaria. Exactly. When you get yourself tested and you find out you have malaria, you're like, wait, hold on, I'm ill. You know, it brings some type of panic and fear into your life. So now when it comes to fear and fearing anything that has cancer next to it, you know, what are some of the, you know, there's a word for it, the ideas that people know about it that basically they should just leave behind and still go ahead and get themselves screened?
Okay. So the thing is that, in the first thing, what I want people to know is that you are counseled very well even before you do a normal pap smear or like a visual inspection. And then it is not painful. And then the fact that you can catch this thing that develops over 30 years very early is golden. It's just like doing an investment and then someone comes in the middle and says, hey, this thing you're doing, at the end you're going to lose a lot of money. That intervention is very good for you. It's the same as getting screened and getting to know whether you have cervical cancer or you have the risk for it or not. Because then when it's treated, the treatment modality is very good such that you can live your normal life if we catch it very early. So I know the fear is there. I mean, we are all afraid of the unknown, as you said, but we should just be very proactive and then help a friend. So let's just hashtag the fact that it is very easy to get screened, and then you shouldn't really be afraid to do that.
Absolutely. Anyways, guys, this is still the AM Club live on MX24, and we are having a conversation about cervical cancer, as January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm here with Dr. Bismarck, and he's educating us on how to prevent it, how to maintain it, and why we should go and get ourselves screened as women. But if you want to share any information with us, if you want Dr. Bismarck to answer any of your questions, do send in all your requests and questions to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511. The number is showing right now on your TV screens. So send in your questions and we make sure that Dr. Bismarck answers them for you. But one question that sort of baffles me all the time when it comes to the medical system here in Ghana. I mean, that is your field. And would you say that even when it comes to research being made here in Ghana by scientists to find methods of preventing, or if not preventing, then treating cervical cancer is being invested into, there's money being invested into those facilities, those labs, the scientists? Would you say that there's a particular, well, I'm trying to find a way to pose, to ask my question, but would you say that there's a lab or there's enough funds being invested into treating cervical cancer in Ghana here, so, as a medical doctor?
Well, that's a very good question, because I mean, if you know that the treatment is available and then world class, then you would be okay to even go for like a checkup. Okay? Yes and no. So yes, because it is very capital intensive. It is very capital intensive to even do research. Okay, and then I remember I worked in Komfuanoche in Kumasi, and then we have very good radiology machines. We have very good like brachytherapy machines that shoots rays to cancers at the cervix. We have very good treatment modalities. They are there in Ghana. You can get them. The fact that sometimes some of these things may not be on insurance may be a detriment. Also, there are quite a number of researches that have gone on in Ghana about cervical cancer and about other medical like conditions in general, but they are not enough, because you need investment for these kind of things. Because for you to do a research on the fact sheet of cervical cancer, there are a lot of things missing. For example, we wanted to know the HPV burden in Ghana, because knowing the HPV burden can correlate directly to cervical cancer. But we don't have so much research or so much data on that. But in West Africa alone, we have HPV burden of about 4.3%.
Wow.
That is a big number. Okay. So, well, we are going there. People are doing research. I have some of my professors doing researches in this, but it's also capital intensive. So we are not there yet, but we are making baby steps. Or if I must say, we are making good steps towards like research in cervical cancer area.
Okay. Yeah. So now there's a question, and this person said, please, I want to know if HPV vaccine are available in Ghana.
So with the HPV vaccines, we have 2 of them that have been accepted, and they are all available in Ghana. That's very good news. They've been available for a long time, and then you can get all of them in all reproductive units in the country. There are also even private facilities that give them. Okay. There is one called the Cervarix, and then the Gardasil, and then those ones are all available. They come at a cost.
It's a cost for me. It costs for me.
But you see, a lot of people can afford it.
Okay.
So at least for now, before the policy is out, before it is put on insurance, recently childhood cancers have been put on insurance. So it is a system that probably will come soon. But before that, there are a lot of people who can afford it. And then you shouldn't wait for the time the government will put a policy before you decide to get it. Absolutely. So people should get it. Absolutely,
and I agree with you. Okay, so now I had a question for you on our WhatsApp number. So the person said, hi, please, I want to know how much a HPV vaccine is in Ghana.
So per the requirements, depending on where and when, I mean, how old are you, how old you are, and then when you start taking the vaccines. If you take it very early, there are 2-dose policies, and then there are also 3-dose policies over a period.
Oh, okay.
And then
I thought it was a one-time thing. No, it's not one. Okay, wow.
I mean, there are new policies coming out every time. Recently, last year, I think there's even one coming where you can do a 5-dose policy. But 1 dose of Cervarix costs about 480 cedis. And then you will do about 3 doses when you do 2 months later and then 6 months later. Okay. So it will be 480 times 3. I think the Gardasil also is around 350 cedis. But these prices may change based on where you go, but it's just around that figure.
Wow, okay. Yes. And this person said, hello, I want to know if after testing positive for cervical cancer after screening, can you now take the HPV vaccination?
So exactly, this is mostly a no, but it could also be a yes because there are different strains of HPV. Okay. And then these vaccines, the Cervarix will take care of just 2 strains. The 2 most powerful strains that cause cervical cancer, which is 16 and 18. So if you get cervical cancer, mostly your body has been prone. Okay. And then the vaccine would not give you any other added benefits. But also the other one has 4 strain benefits. So if you don't have any of the strains yet and you take the Gardasil and you don't have like the 11 or the 6 strain, it can give you protection against that. But once you have cervical cancer, the next approach is not the vaccine, it's actually treatment.
Yeah, treatment, okay. Well, guys, there you have it. I just had a conversation with Dr. Bismarck Edu up here, who is a medical doctor at KNUST University Hospital. And he is also the co-director of Mitchell Foundation, a community development and preventive health NGO, and the CEO of Mitra Ventures. Dr. Bismarck, thank you very much.
Thank you very
much for basically joining us. And before I let you go, any last words for our viewers out there?
Yeah, my last words, it's really important. Just go and get screened. Make time for it, make money for it if you can afford it. Make it a priority because this may come back to haunt you in 30 or 15 years to come. So just take a step and then smear and then spread the word to everyone around you. Okay. That's my last
Well,
words.
there you have it, ladies. Do make sure that you go and get yourself screened. It's very, very important. If you're 21 or above, do make sure you get yourself screened. Well, thank you very much for listening to Lifestyle Daily on MX24. We are done with that, but it's coming up next, is today's hashtag, one of my favorite, Throwback Thursday. You really do not want to miss that. But I'm going to leave this conversation with Castro featuring Asamoah Gyan and Kofi Kinata, released in 2013 with Odopa. Enjoy.
This be Castro Destroyer. Baby, yeah. It will a mongo. It will a mongo. take away.
It's home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music.
Oh, don't you just love that music? Castro Asamajan, I love that music. Thank you for taking us way back, producer. We're grateful. You're still watching the AM Club right here on MX24 TV. We're still having so much fun. We're coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon. It's now time for one of my favorite segments throughout the week. It's Throwback Thursday, and we have something very exciting for you. In studio today, we have one of the most talented veteran Ghanaian actors who I've had the pleasure of working with. He has starred in numerous, he's done it all. He's done local films, international films, he's been on stage, he's done it all. He has been very influential in the development of television and drama, especially during the golden ages of theater in Ghana, that is the 1980s and 90s. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the one and only Ghana man, as we call him, David Donto. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
We are so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the AM Club. You, as Edma always say, are officially an AM Club member. I mean, I won't let you go anywhere. You're always going to be here. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you.
I haven't seen you this year.
Yes, it's good to see me in January. The first month of the year.
Indeed.
Yes. And this year promises to be a very good year.
Amen.
Of course, nobody wishes to have
a bad year.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And let me mention also that Uncle David is the chairman of the National Film Authority as well. So
the board.
The board, not yeah. So we're going to have a holistic discussion this morning. But let's start off. I have had a pleasure. I'm sorry, Edma, but I have had a pleasure not just to work with you. I talk to you a lot, and you're very, my goodness, knowledgeable, and you have so much information that we need to know. But let's start off with your journey as an actor. And I remember you telling me that your dad wanted you to study the sciences, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did medicine. I did science to go and do medicine.
Right. You know. And I remember you telling me that, but you loved acting and you had a passion for it so much that you would walk from Legon to...
Godwin, do you know what? Why don't you let him tell his own story?
No, so I want to ask him his journey. Like, so I want him to take it from there, you know, where you decided that you would not really pursue the sciences, but enter into the arts. That journey, could you share with us?
It happened that in school, I actually did. Those days, I remember when we were Form 2, we had 19 subjects, including Latin.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Latin, French, English, Greek science. So many things that at the time we got to Form 3, you had a certain holistic view of society. So much so that you can't get lost in the system.
Yeah.
And that is how come those times the second cycle school system was 7 years. Because after 3 years, then you are now going to choose to do arts, sciences, or business when you move to Form 4. Then Form 5, you write your O-levels.
Right.
Then when you pass and you come to Sixth Form, you have 2 years to do Sixth Form, where you do general paper and then 3 or 4 other subjects. You know, in the area you choose to specialize in or pursue a career in when you come out of, you know, and continue to university. So, school system actually, so to speak, cooked people roundly before they left the second cycle school system. So by the time the person gets into the university, such a mature human being. And that is why those days, somebody finishes Sixth Form. Maybe he doesn't even get all his grades to enter the university, but he could teach. He could teach in the secondary school, he would teach government, he would teach history, he would teach, you know. But now, it's not like that. Right. Because I did those many subjects, I was, even though I was going to do science, I did chemistry, physics, biology, maths.
Wow.
In A-level. Wow. So that I could go and do my medicine, but I couldn't get to do. But before choosing to do science, you know, I was so good in virtually all the subjects. I was the best geography and English student in Ghana, 1975.
Wow.
1975.
Wow.
Let's not even go there.
That's amazing.
You know, so, like, you know, I can see Ghana, the whole of Ghana in my palm like this. One, because of the geography I did.
Yes.
Two, because of the history of Ghana I did. Three, because of the culture of Ghana I have studied. And four, because of my travels around the country. There's virtually no town in Ghana I don't know.
Wow.
I have been to virtually all towns in Ghana, in addition to other districts and other places. And having also lived, I lived in Central Region, I lived in Western Region, I lived in Greater Accra Region, I lived in Ashanti Region, you know, I lived in Bronga-Hafu Region those days, and things like that. So there's a certain balanced, holistic knowledge, you know, and priming of myself as a Ghanaian that I've had that this generation is not having, which is most unfortunate, because you need to be primed. You know, as a citizen, you need to be primed by, like the Bible says, man, know thyself. By knowing yourself, your physical human body, your sibling, society, family, clan, your community, and nature as a larger, you know, body that you find yourself in. That domain is where you belong to. You must know and know it so well. That's why I love when Americans talk about going to the moon, going to Mars. They are even saying there's a spacecraft that has gone so close to the sun and all of that. But people are dying in ghettos in Bronx.
True.
Indeed, so they have to know their community.
Know the community and control the community.
And I think why that makes you a very good actor, because you're very observant and you've studied all these things. So coming back to, yes, when you decided to do, you still went ahead with the sciences?
That's it. So, but at school, I was actually, my father was a voracious reader. So he had a lot of books in the house. So in secondary, even elementary school, before I went to secondary school, I had read Plato, Aristotle, Socrates. You know, my mind was blown.
Yes.
Even before I went to secondary school. So I enjoyed theatre. When at school people were running away from literature because of Shakespeare.
Yes,
you I was interested because I wanted to know the history behind Julius Caesar, this man, that man, you know, Hamlet, Macbeth. Because you are studying the culture of the people through the theatre. You must be interested so that you know and understand them. So when I meet, you know, foreigners, or for that matter, when I meet people from the Western world and I chat with them, they are surprised at how much knowledge I know.
I was through the theatre.
Exactly. And my own reading and everything. But that is what we need to use. We have to employ all the knowledge and whatever we have learned from those areas to profit us by bettering what we have here. You know, we're just talking about concert parties. You know, at the end of the play, of the drama coming to stand there. You know, idea say.
There was a meaning towards what
exactly. Doing. That is a style. How have we bettered that style? How have we improved on that style? We haven't done anything. But we have examples of some things from the Western world that have influenced us in so many ways.
Absolutely.
Storytelling, for instance, is a traditional something all the way from the days of Aesop to, you know, through the master himself, till date. Storytelling is part of our heritage. How far have we improved on storytelling? If for Sutherland, you know, wrote Anansi, Marriage of Ananswa. Yawasari wrote Anansi in the Land of Idiots. Wrote so many other, you know, Secrets of Ancient Well and all those things were fantastic, you know, tales, folk tales, and Anansi stories.
Uncle Dave, a 30-minute discussion will not even be enough with you.
We need like 30 minutes.
We need like 2 hours.
You can't have
we need like 2 hours with you, Uncle Dave. So we want to have a surprise for you, and then we'll talk about your journey through stage and then film, and we'll continue. So let's check this first one out.
Yes, I heard it on the radio that the market mummies have thrown them into the sea.
I was lucky, thank God. I got a hint 2 days earlier from a friend of mine who knew somebody up there. I quickly changed all my 50 cedi notes. You have to have connections when you are in Accra, you know? Otherwise, you'll be lost. Forget it.
My name is Micah from America. He'll be teaching English to JHS 2 and 3.
MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews.
Government stance on Tricosi is that of
and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Come on. Here's some money for you.
Thank you. I see a lot more than you can see. I see luck for you today. You will meet a woman who will be faithful to you all your life.
Thank you.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits.
And we are not doing that. And so we keep moving around in circles, going back and forth, because we don't seem to know where the foundation is. But there is a foundation. No matter how bad the foundation is, there is one. And we have to build on. But because we don't keep archives, we don't keep documents, we don't keep so many things, it's difficult for us to know the starting point at this point in time.
And now when it comes to the movie industries back then and the movie industry now, I mean, there are new faces, new generation, new ways, modern ways of shooting and all of that. What are the two things that you can compare the movie industry back then and the movie industry now?
Well, then I will have to not only compare but also contrast. Those days, a lot of, if you realize, a lot of the actors that we had were people who had trained in theater. Myself, Abeokai, Sampa, Dusomabu, Abiadachi, Edna Matachi, you know, all of them were people who had trained in theater, even done radio theater, done television theater, you know, before they came into film. So they had acquired a certain discipline. and the sense of teamwork, understanding what is teamwork. This morning I was actually thinking about, you know, the soldiers will say attention. Actors will say stand by. When you go to the family setting, they don't say any of this, but they also call people to attention by saying "Ebusian free." Then they respond "Yembra," and the court will say "Order," or the parliament. You know, the house is called to order. So does it mean there's disorderliness before we started the PT? Okay, but these are all things that we need to take our minds through to understand that there are so many things that we do here that were not wrong. They were only just different ways of doing the same thing. Just that we have not polished, developed, and made them our own, such that our people can easily identify with. That is why we have two streams of human beings in this country. The locally cultured Ghanaian, who may or may not have been to school, and then the urban-grown Ghanaian, who doesn't know anything about nature because he's not lived in the countryside. He doesn't know any folk song, doesn't know any folk dance, you know, cannot tell a story. If you say you tell one and answer story, he can't tell, and so on and so forth. These are things that are captured from our language, and our language is where that's the bedrock of the culture, where our philosophy, our feelings, our passions and things are all embedded. So you don't lose that. When you lose that, then you actually, yes, developing, but developing as another human being, who's alien to his own domain, his own environment.
Exactly.
And that's the two types of human beings we have in Ghana. And we have to bridge it. And how do we bridge it? We only can bridge it with theater, with television, with film, you know, and a whole lot of things that, so to speak, pull people's attention. You know, you want to see, you want to hear, or listen. Those are things that we do in our field of work. Any work of theater attracts audience. Okay? Television, I always say, is, you know, it comes to our living rooms uninvited. And that is why even television stations in Ghana, I have a beef with television stations in Ghana. And the beef is that it's good to be relaxed in what you do, and also to be able to break down certain barriers, make certain breakthroughs, break the ice of presentation and things. But television is theater. We say it's theater in the box. And because it's theater, which involves presentation, it means everything that you put out there as a presentation must be produced. If you are producing something, you must have a reason for producing it. It must have a theme. It must, you know, have a target audience. It must, you know, touch on your heritage and what it brings to it. To develop it or to bring it down, all those things, you need to have it, so that in presenting anything on television, you have these ideas at the back of your mind, that you are not just putting anything out there. You know, and what even makes it Ghanaian, I see people come to sit on television, shamefully use their left hand, you know, to talk, which is un-Ghanaian. You see people meeting people seated at an event, he greets them, it starts from the left. Un-Ghanaian. Ghanaians don't do that. So how do you portray to the foreigner in Ghana that you are Ghanaian, and that in Ghana, this is how we greet. This is how we, you know, all those things.
You listen to Uncle David. Trust me, you know, and this is very profound. What you're saying is very profound. How we are churning out stuff but not making it Ghanaian enough.
At all.
Just copying and adopting. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I think last time we were having a conversation about how to use the movie industry to bridge that gap and to tell the Ghanaian story and the Ghanaian culture as well, which I think it's what it should be done, really. you know.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Uncle Dave. Oh my goodness! Like I said, this
the time
time
is
will
up.
be, no. Now we have to play our game.
Oh.
We have to play our game now. What we will do is that maybe we should have part 2 of this conversation.
I know, we definitely
It looks like this week we have a lot of part 2s to do.
Exactly.
Because Uncle Dave has a lot in there to. We haven't spoken about
so much knowledge.
I haven't spoken about your film, Daily Voyage, and all that.
Yes.
Obra, Sofodadzi.
So much. So much that.
So
anyway, I'm putting all that in my autobiography.
Yes.
Which
we can't wait for that.
Oh yes.
Which we can't wait for that
yes,
book.
And I have
cannot.
hundreds of pictures.
Wow, amazing.
From stage,
he was just showing us a few.
Amazing.
He was just showing us some few minutes ago. So Uncle Dave, this is yours. It's funny, an actor to be
presenter. Okay, so I think the game is there's
pick an act.
Yes, it's pick an act. So there's a piece of paper pieces of paper in the bowl,
right. Yes.
and so we're going to pick one
and show it to you. I'm not supposed to see it, and I'm supposed to tell whatever it is.
Exactly that you're
and
acting.
then
So
we'll take turns.
you start.
So I start.
Yes,
okay.
you start.
Okay.
Okay, so pick the paper.
Let me not embarrass myself. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is very interesting, Uncle Dave.
Okay, go.
Okay.
All right. So here I go.
Stand up.
Oh no, I can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The action is can actually even be lying down.
Oh, okay. Is that a clue?
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. What? You can't see.
That's it.
You can't see.
I can't see.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Okay.
is it.
Okay. I can't see. Okay.
So I played it well. Okay.
Yeah.
So scoring you out of 10, I'll give you 9.
Okay.
That's good. That's
Nice.
really good.
Okay.
That's really good. Okay, I guess it's my turn. Okay. So.
Okay, I'm not looking.
Okay.
You nearly mentioned it. Okay.
Okay. So.
I have a baby.
No.
What
is the other word for
you?
I? No.
Me.
Your pronoun.
Yeah.
She.
No. Okay, so let me do the whole action and maybe you understand. So
my baby's crying.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. So how much would you give me for that?
I'll give you 8 out of 10.
Okay, 8 is
That's
good.
good.
8
That's
is good. 8 is good. I'll come back and say no.
There will be other things that I will look out for.
Okay.
But I mean, once you understand and
this is interesting. How do you do this? Okay, it's very simple.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not supposed to say anything. So.
Okay. Kick. Football. Running. Dribble. Kicking.
Okay, it's really close, but I don't know how you're going to get this.
yeah, so because do you like football?
Yes, I do.
So
so
playing
running.
football.
Okay, so dribbling.
Kicking, rolling, dribbling is all playing football.
So
Exactly.
it's, I don't know, it's the playing that she didn't say, but it's playing football.
It's playing football.
Okay.
It's playing football,
But then,
yeah.
if you're doing this, I'll think of kicking and not.
No, but football
Yeah, but
you kick.
it's
that's
in,
what football
it's in
does.
playing football that you kick.
So I'll think of kicking a ball. That's what I'll think of, not necessarily playing. Kicking
okay.
Yeah,
a ball.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
because he's
saying.
there all by himself.
Yeah.
If they were two, you'd
Yeah.
have seen that
Say,
they are
oh,
playing.
they're playing football.
Okay, so I guess
So
I didn't
I
get
mean,
that
it's
one.
close. It's
Yeah,
close.
it was close.
Your turn.
Okay, so out of that performance, how much would you give him?
You get 8 for that one as well.
Okay.
8 is quite good. I would have given you 2.
because you didn't
Yes.
get it. It's not me. It's your.
Oh my goodness, this is a difficult one.
It's not. If you play it well, I'll probably see it.
Wow, this is difficult. Okay, so.
You can get up if you really,
Okay.
We are swimming.
No. Okay, so.
We are going to swim.
Very close, but
We are going swimming.
very close.
We are going to dive.
No, so. You're very close. It's just another way of saying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are swimming. We're going to swim. We're on our way to swim.
No, so
we are going to. What is this?
We're
going to swim.
No. So
she wants to tell you, let's go and swim.
Oh, let's go and swim.
Yes.
But you were saying
but you were basically saying it, just another way of saying it. Yeah. So let's go and swim. Yes.
Close enough.
Yeah.
But that was a good one.
Yeah.
Performance.
12.
Performance out of 10.
How much time do we have?
Your inability to let him understand that it's the two of you who are going to swim.
Yeah.
Take 1 mark from you. So 7/10.
Hey! That's why I thought I did good though. I was giving myself 9. Okay.
Oh wow, Chichi, how do you write these things? How is she supposed to?
Okay, let's go.
You're not supposed to look. Okay.
Yeah.
No, okay, I still have to sit. Okay. So
you're posing. You're posing for a picture.
Close. Let's go.
You're someone is taking a picture of you.
Go back to what you said.
Okay, so you're posing for a picture. You're shooting. You're posing. Sitting. You're posing. For a picture.
So it's really cool.
Yeah. You actually came in and went away.
Oh,
He's posing at a photo shoot.
Oh, you're posing at a photo shoot.
Oh, you're posing for a photo shoot. That's what it says. But you said you're posing for a picture. So it's really almost the same. It's just
okay. So last one, and then let's wrap it up.
Good.
Okay.
Acting 101.
Acting 101. I think I'm doing quite well.
Uncle David.
Yeah.
Wow. How am I going to do this? Wow.
Thank you, Edma.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
That's why you have to act it.
Okay, so quickly, so.
I'm hurt.
No, so okay, let me use this. I
had an accident.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
That was smart. That was smart.
Scores, I'll give you 8.
It's okay.
Anyways, guys, thank you for being a part of this segment on the AM Club. I hope you had fun. We are having so much fun. We wish this could continue to the end of the show. But Uncle David, Donto, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Like we said, time is not enough to discuss all the things we have to discuss with you.
I think it would be good to do a round 2.
Yes!
And on the industry.
Yes,
wonderful.
Absolutely.
On the industry.
Yeah.
So that we can actually delve deep.
Yes.
Indeed.
Into aspects of writing, of theatre, of television, of film. You know, for people to actually get something from it.
Yes.
Masterclass with David Donto
coming up. We are definitely doing that. We are definitely doing that.
Thank you so much. But thank you for today. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate you. And wishing you all the best in 2022.
Yes.
Great things ahead. Guys, thank you also for being part of this segment. We'll be back with the plug. We are dancing, Edma and I, with the Jamestown Boys.
Yes.
Jamestown Boys.
The founder of Jamestown Boys.
Beautiful.
I have one proverb I will leave with you.
Yes,
please.
I will say it in front,
and
then later. Zin na anusam na ochichiri ekura. Zin name.
Zin. Okay.
Na anusam na ochichiri ekura. Nemum afashe na odan kro krabehwe.
Wow.
Oh. I understand it, but how
to
explain it
is the issue. I understand it too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Could you say it in English?
English, yeah. A name, just a mere name, and a talk about the place is what creates the hamlet or the cottage or the village. But if they have a festival, that is what will attract people to come and have a look.
Wow.
At what is going on in that village and makes that village popular.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes.
Zin, Nya Canada.
Na anusam na ochichiri kura. Afashe na oyekru krabehwe.
Wow.
You had it right. We'll be back with the plug. Meanwhile, here is Faithful by Ochame Kwame featuring Betha. This was released in 2012, some 9 years ago. Enjoy.
To my faithful girls, humble, willing, and able girls, dedicated to my stable girls. It's a one-night chill.
She's busy waiting for somebody. She's not easy, won't give in to anybody. She's patiently waiting for her honey. She don't want your money. Our hearts are in harmony. See, I am busy waiting for somebody. You better me know what you mean. You do kind of bring it now. I'm patiently waiting for Black Kwame. Oh, I don't need your money. Our hearts are in harmony. Oh, don't make one. Miss me, don't cry. Oh, yeah. She don't need nobody. Our hearts are in harmony.
That define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
It's finally here, Africa's biggest football bonanza, the African Cup of Nations, from Sunday, January 9th.
What an inspired substitution!
The 2014 tournament is set to bring together a host of star players from Europe, South America, Asia, and Africa.
Through the goalkeeper and into the net. A thunderous hit from Thomas Partey.
Will Algeria defend their 2019 title, or will there be a new winner?
Join us right here on MX24 TV as we bring you all 52 games live on this channel.
It's gonna be fun. You don't want to miss out.
Unique, contemporary, engaging. Introducing the ultimate talk show that captures, scrutinizes, and stirs up conversations around relevant content across the globe. We talk to the movers and shakers in the tech, youth entrepreneurship, creative arts industry, and many more. Join me, Kwame A. Opoku, usher you to the realm beyond the headlines, new tech releases, trends, and clicks. It's going to be a fun ride on MS Conversations.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and this is still the AM Club Live on MX24, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content. If you missed any of the show or the highlights of the show, please do make sure that you watch everything on our YouTube page at MX24GH, and we have other shows that are shown on MX24 on our YouTube page as well, so it's not just the AM Club that you can catch up with. But it's now time for the plug, and today we have Abbas Flex. He's a dancer and founder of Jamestown Boys, and he's going to give us an amazing performance. But before that, let's have a quick chit chat with him, okay? Abbas, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Hey, like I said, I've been watching your Instagram videos, and I just love the energy and everything that comes with basically your dancing. You can actually feel it through the phone. But
sure.
Let's just talk a bit about your journey and why you decided to be a dancer.
Oh, okay. It's like it's in my family. So
oh, okay.
Everyone is a dancer in my family. So it's like it's a talent. I was born with it. So.
You were born with it, you know, so there was no other choice but for you to be a dancer.
Yes.
But, okay. So now when it comes to how long you've been dancing for, how many years has it been?
Oh, 12 years this. 12 years.
Professionally?
Yeah, 12 years.
Okay.
Professionally, 12 years.
Wow, okay. So when it comes to basically any challenges since you started dancing 12 years ago, have you faced any?
Oh, any challenges? We have faced a lot. But I can say now we are okay.
Okay.
It's good. Now it's good for us.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So are you ready to give us some hot performance?
No stress.
All right then, take us away.
When wife for 12, I told bus stop with that. The salmon and the soon near my side. Sorry. Mommy head this. Mommy head this. I feel good me head this. Good me head this. Good me head this. Yeah, but I was no girlfriend, no problem. No girlfriend, no problem. I'm single, not searching. I'm single, not searching. No boyfriend, no problem. No boyfriend, no problem. I'm single, not searching. I'm single, not searching. Farmer woman, farmer woman, farmer woman, farmer woman. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I can banguaba. I can banguaba. I can banguaba. I can banguaba. I can sit tomba. I can sit tomba. I can sit tomba. I can sit tomba. No vita. No vita. No vita. Kakane shodoko. Akra. Kakane shodoko. Akra. Ni mama mubi. Akra. Ni mama mubi. Akra. Fukum pashima. Akra. Fukum pashima.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Energy. Do you know what? I told you that you can actually feel the energy wherever
he is. The humor with which he
adds
right? The dancing that I like. It's so funny.
He knows the song, so whatever the lyric of the song is saying, he knows how to just like dance accordingly. That's amazing. But guys, before we wrap up the show, let's quickly say, I'm out of breath. I've been dancing whilst I was standing here. But anyways, let's quickly say a very big thank you to all our guests that came in. No, come on the show today.
Wow, Edma.
I'm not breathful. But anyways, so for Lifestyle Daily, we had Dr. Bismarck Edu up here joining us to have a conversation about creating more awareness on cervical cancer. Since January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. For today's hashtag, Throwback Thursday, we had...
David Donto. Uncle David Donto, chairman of the board of the National Film Authority, and also a veteran actor. We reminisced a little bit about his journey, and we're bringing you part 2 very soon.
Absolutely.
Also, we want to say a big thank you to Abbas Flex. Jamestown Boys.
Yes.
Jamestown Boys. That's right.
For joining us for the plug. And we also want to say that if you miss any highlight of the show, please go to our YouTube page at MX24GH to watch all our highlights right here on DAM Club. And you can also just tweet at us or follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at MX24GH. My name is Edma Ohimalawa. You can connect with me at Edmalawer, EDMALAWER.
And my name is Godwin Namboh at Godwin Namboh on all social media platforms. Abbas, what's your social media handle?
Abbas.flex.
Abbas.flex
on all social media.
Yeah, and Jamestown Boys _.
Jamestown Boys Jamestown Boys.
And a big respect to our management. Move on Nelson in the US.
Nice
one. Big up yourself, Move on Nelson.
And to you out there, big up yourself. We'll see you tomorrow, Footy Friday. And at this point, we leave it for the one and only
Abbas Flex.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Push it back, 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 back like